I think Gervonta Davis is probably the greatest fighter around now.
I think that guy's so unusual.
Yeah.
His style's so unusual, and his patience.
Yes.
Yeah.
And makes him a guy that's one of the most complete fighters right now of all time.
Gervonta Tank Davis is arguably the scariest boxer today, thanks to his explosive power, lightning-fast speed, and pinpoint precision. He patiently waits for the perfect opening before delivering devastating knockouts. His defense, agility, and adaptability make him nearly unstoppable. With unmatched confidence and a ruthless killer instinct, Tank continues to dominate opponents, solidifying his reputation as boxing's most dangerous fighter. Renowned analyst Teddy Atlas considers Davis the most complete fighter in the sport today, praising his ability to box, punch, and adapt to any style. With elite power, speed, defense, and ring IQ, Tank possesses every tool necessary to reign supreme in the boxing world.
He reminds me of the old-time janitors, the superintendents in the big buildings, those big buildings, and they had a big brass key ring about this big with 1,000 keys on it. But every key, they knew that key was for a certain door to get into the building. When he's moving around, I'm saying, he's the super with that big key ring, and he's looking for the right key to get in the door.
You're great with the analogies. I love it. I love the analogies.
And he finds the right key.
He does.
He doesn't walk into a room and bang, oh my God, I should open that door. And a lot of guys do. Romero walked into that room. Garcia walked into that room, So he don't. And that's part of what separates him and makes him a guy that's one of the most complete fighters right now of all time.
Joe Rogan praises Gervonta Tank Davis for his exceptional patience and precision in the ring. He highlights how Davis never rushes, instead carefully studying his opponent and waiting for the perfect moment to strike. Unlike most elite fighters, Davis throws fewer punches in the early rounds, focusing on reading his opponent and setting up the perfect shot. Rogan also acknowledges Davis's nuclear option, his devastating knockout power, which gives him unmatched confidence and makes him one of the most Gervonta Tank Davis, calling him probably the greatest fighter around right now. Many fans and analysts see striking similarities between Davis and Tyson. Both possess explosive knockout power, relentless aggression, and a killer instinct that makes them terrifying in the ring. Like Tyson in his prime, Davis instills fear in his opponents, knowing that at any moment, a single punch could end the fight.
I think Gervonta Davis is probably the greatest fighter around now, but he's got a tough fight coming up. He's the top dog, there's no doubt about it. He showed that. But Barrios, he's a pretty good fighter. Last time I saw him fight, he was pretty durable.
Davis, a lot of people say he reminds you of them. Does he remind you of yourself?
I don't know. Maybe just getting in trouble with the law. Other than that, no.
Roy Jones Jr. believes that no one in boxing today can beat Gervonta Tank Davis. He admires Davis's ability to box, punch, and execute his game plan with precision. According to Jones, very few fighters in this era possess the complete package that Davis brings to the ring. His rare blend of power, speed, and skill allows him to adapt to any opponent and find a way to win, making him one of the most dangerous and versatile fighters in the sport.
The best ones out there is what they don't know gets less respect for it, but one of the best ones out there. Now his mouth a little different, you know what I'm saying? He's a different kind of character when it comes to the mouth. Yeah. Because that's where he's from. But he's really one of the pound the best ones of the coup. And I'm gonna tell you why he's the best one of the coup. What you mean? He can punch, but he also can box. You understand me? Some that can box can't punch. Some that can punch can't box. He can box, he can punch, he can move laterally, he can do it left side, right side, he can do whatever he needs to do as a southpaw to get the job done. And that's saying a lot, because not many guys can do that today.
We're gonna have some music on that video.
Gervonta Tank Davis always enters the ring in peak physical condition, a testament to his relentless dedication to training. His commitment allows him to maintain a high work rate, sustain his power deep into the later rounds, and stay razor-sharp defensively. With elite endurance and the ability to unleash explosive power at any moment, even late in fights, Davis remains one of the most dangerous and unstoppable forces in boxing.
Like day one in the camp, I start running probably like, it's different times. I might don't feel like running in the morning. I might run at night. It all depends what fits you. Like, I run in the morning. If I don't, I run at night. Train probably like 2 or 3. If I want to do something again, I train at night. Or I run. And that'll be it. But when I'm in camp, I really don't go outside. Like, it's hard for me to go outside. So I just be in the gym and home. That's it. Like, I don't go nowhere.
In addition to his devastating punching power, Gervonta Tank Davis possesses exceptional speed and agility. His quick footwork allows him to glide around opponents with ease, while his blistering hand speed enables him to unleash precise, punishing combinations. This rare blend of power, speed, and finesse makes him a nightmare for anyone who steps into the ring with him.
Frank was on stage, he said, "I'm going to beat Tank's ass." What's your response to that?
A lot of them said that. A lot of them said that, and I want him to have that attitude because, again, I know what's under the hood with him. He's forward built tough.
Some people just go away and be...
But you specifically?
Me? First of all, I get a camp house, out here. Like day one in the camp, I start running probably like, it's different times. I might don't feel like running in the morning. I might run at night, It all depends what fits you. Like, I run in the morning. If I don't, I'll run at night. Train probably like 2 or 3. If I want to do something again, I train at night. Or I run. And that'll be it. But when I'm in camp, I really don't go outside. Like, it's hard for me to go outside, so I just be in the gym and home.
His ability to explode at any moment makes him completely unpredictable, keeping opponents on edge and forcing them to constantly second-guess his next move. Oscar De La Hoya has recognized Canelo Alvarez's greatness, but believes Gervonta Tank Davis is now in his prime and on the path to becoming the face of boxing. With an undefeated record and skyrocketing popularity, Davis has cemented himself as one of the sport's biggest attractions. De La Hoya envisions Davis surpassing Canelo in influence and legacy as he continues to dominate the ring and captivate fans worldwide.
2 questions. Who's the face of boxing according to Oscar De La Hoya?
No, look, I mean, Canelo proved filling in 50,000 seats, and he proved that he's the big dog. I mean, Gervonta's right there too. He's like knocking on the door, but it's right there, Gervonta, Canelo, man. But if you take a look at Canelo's last performance, it's like Gervonta's kind of creeping up on him. So I mean, we have to speak the truth, man, and say, look, I mean, I think one more fight. I think Gervonta's maybe one more fight away from being the top dog, but it all depends on Canelo, how he looks on his next fight.
My last question of the day. You mentioned a Ryan Gervonta Davis rematch. What would be the difference in the rematch? I know you said it's going to sell 4 million. I agree with you.
Yeah, I mean, and with my expertise, that fight shouldn't take place.
Some argue that Gervonta Tank Davis is an even better boxer than Terence Crawford. His ability to mix up punches, attack from different angles, and unleash devastating combinations sets him apart. Unlike Crawford, who often starts slow, Davis applies pressure when necessary and finishes fights with pinpoint precision. His adaptability and fight-ending power make him the most dangerous boxer in the sport today.
What I like about Tank is that Tank is a better aggressive fighter than Crawford. He has everything Crawford has. He can box a fighter coming after him, he can go after you, and he can just box you. He got all the things Crawford has. He knocks everybody out just like Crawford. Except for, I think Gervonta's chin is slightly better, and I think Gervonta is aggressive better. And it's funny, because when Terence Crawford goes out there, he's going to beat you athletic. He's going to be like, bam, 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 bam. But there's a certain poise that Gervonta has that I'm like, that is super special. And he has that Floyd Mayweather poise, where he can not be doing much, but he's beating you. That's poise. I'm like, listen, approaching the fight, Gervonta Tank Davis approaches the fight better than everyone in the world.
Jose Benavidez has praised Gervonta Tank Davis, calling him a great fighter who trains like an animal. He even compared Davis to Mike Tyson, emphasizing his raw power, relentless work ethic, and the ability to intimidate opponents before the first bell even rings.
Gervonta Tank Davis, champion 130, 135. Mario Vargas, champion 140. You know Mario, San Antonio 12, 25-0, 17 knockouts. Tank 24, 23 knockouts. What do you think?
Man, Tank, man, is a great fighter, man. When he trains, he's an animal. He's fucking beast. He's one of my favorite fighters, too. I will have to go with Tank, man. Like I said, if he has good preparation, he's a monster. He's a little Mike Tyson, man. He's a beast, if he trains. Now, if he doesn't train, he doesn't look like when he fought. Yeah, but everybody says that. But when he fought Gamboa, he didn't look that good, Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So that no, that's what I'm saying. When he trains, bro, he looks super, man. He looks super good, But hopefully he takes things serious, and I think he'll look spectacular again.
How's your top 5 pound look like in boxing right now? Who do you have 1 through 5?
Man, that's gonna be pound for pound. I would say I would put Canelo in there, pound for pound. Then I would put Terrence Crawford second. Then I would probably put I don't know, third, man. It's a little bit hard right there, but I would put Earl Spence in there. It's in between Earl Spence and Terrence Crawford, so that's 3 right there. I would put maybe 4. I would put Teofimo Lopez, and 5th I don't even know who to put 5th. To be honest.
You could put Kane, you could put Charlo, you could put your son, you could put.
I would put David, pound for pound, number 1.
He's a monster. So tell everybody where to follow you today.
They can follow us at 07 Benavidez Senior, Benavidez Sports, Team Benavidez, and Benavidez 300.
Teddy Atlas has long praised Gervonta Tank Davis, consistently recognizing his star potential. Atlas believes Davis's unique blend of skills, intelligence, and knockout power sets him apart from others in the sport. Showbiz the Adult has also labeled Davis as an all-time great, but pointed out a key difference. While Tank possesses unmatched skills and power, he doesn't share the same relentless hunger and warrior mentality that defined Manny Pacquiao's legendary career.
Here's my problem with Tank. My problem with Tank is I wish he had the Duran mindset. I wish he had a Pacquiao mindset. Like, I wish he wanted to be welterweight champion and wanted to, Pacquiao was 5'5", right? I don't think Pacquiao punched harder than Tank. And Tank is definitely slicker than Pacquiao. I just wish he had that mindset to say, I'm going to conquer 147, I'm going to conquer 140, Teofimo Lopez, you're next. If he had that mindset, we're talking about all-time great fighter. I think his abilities is all-time, but I'm saying greatness. I just wish he had that mindset.
Joe Rogan has expressed his admiration for Gervonta Tank Davis, saying he enjoys watching his fights because of how uniquely efficient he is. Rogan highlights Davis's ability to be economical with his movements, never wasting energy, which makes his style both effective and captivating to watch.
Tank is one of the most interesting fighters to watch because he's so different. His style is so different. He's so economical. Like, he puts pressure on guys without throwing too many punches, and then starts to figure holes out, and the way he can explode and move in with one shot, my God.
Yeah, he very explosive. And he be cracking them dudes.
Crazy.
Hey, he be putting his sleep.
Just cracking people.
Yeah.
And he has so much confidence in his power.
So, he just, in his mind, he know it's a matter of time before I catch.
Floyd Mayweather has also showered Gervonta Tank Davis with high praise, calling him Little Pretty Floyd. Mayweather sees Tank as a reflection of himself, particularly in terms of skill, dominance, and the ability to control the ring.
But I must say this, the most exciting fighter that's acting and fighting in boxing right now is Gervonta Tank Davis. When Gervonta Tank Davis go out there and fight, he reminds me of Pretty Boy Floyd. Because Pretty Boy Floyd, you couldn't go get no popcorn. You couldn't go get no soda. You couldn't go get no candy. You don't want to miss nothing.
Oscar De La Hoya has dubbed Gervonta Tank Davis a beast, emphasizing how difficult it will be for anyone to defeat him. He specifically pointed out that Lamont Roach, while a solid fighter, would face a tremendous challenge when going up against Davis.
He was telling me just stay calm. I always like to listen to Floyd when it comes to big stages like this, because he's the only one that been in my shoes and been like in these type of fights. You know what I mean? So I always try to stay close to Floyd when stuff like this happens. You know what I mean? Just to keep me humble and, you know, like have me on the right track. You know what I mean? So I always appreciate Floyd for being in my corner, having my back. Always, you know what I mean? So it's always a be love for Floyd Mayweather.
That's a wrap for today's video. Stay tuned and see you next time.